This situation, I think these tickers were a no-brainer to short around here somewhere and to short somewhere here. I actually did this, once when I was in Europe. I was shorting these because once one of these tickers fails, they're all gonna fail. But nevertheless, you had opportunity for 520 to $7. Long opportunity right here from 57 up to 85. That's $30 worth of profit. And you had here opportunity from 22 to 34. So definitely there was a lot of range in these tickers, nevertheless, on the long side and the short side. So moving on to what has happened. So since we were in a colder market, we had a bunch of pops and drops, and these pops and drops were pretty much having solid news like phase two, phase three, and pretty much upon completion of phase three. So they were pops and drops. So even though a ticker does have significant news that I do teach in my course, that doesn't mean the ticker is gonna sell, is gonna go straight up. So when I look at a ticker, I have different requirements for the ticker. Like, I look at the, clean chart, low float, has news. On the 1 minute, it's got at least 500,000 shares on the 1 minute volume. So even though these stocks did exhibit this type of volatility, these tickers did pops and drops. So if you're not fast enough, and most of you guys are probably not that fast, they what they do is they pop up 100 or 200% in a very short period of time. I call them algo spikes, and then they sell off. So even though these tickers did have news, in 2 minutes they're more than two moved at 100%. Look, so we have two examples here that we had. So try to, if you're not fast enough to trade these things, try to not trade them because they're pretty much damaging to the account. So Hind has news, and the tick, and the key indication here is it was upon completion of phase three, and Gree had positive phase 2A study that popped up from 5 to 22 and then sells off. So, um, you know, if a ticker pops up in a very short period of time, saying 2 or 3 minutes, more than 100%, there's a lot of FOMO going on. But to buy them, to tell you the truth, because you've seen in the past that there were tickers that did move more than 100%, and you have FOMO to buy them. Please refrain from buying them, especially if they're up more than 100%. Like my course, that's 15 hours long. I teach in all my I have 12 buying strategies, and I have three short selling strategies. So in my buy strategies, I never actually said to buy anything or much higher than 70% on the day.